I initially invited you on because I love this survey from the Sunlight Foundation that talked about staff retention rates for members of Congress. Because I thought, what do we learn? So the highest staff retention rate, this is for actual staff that work on the Hill, was Michael Capuano at 94%. The average retention rate, 64%. The lowest, Betty Sutton at 19%. What did you learn from this when you looked through it? Did some things confirm what you already knew about somebody, that, you know, they can't hold on to staff, they're kind of an erratic member of Congress?
Well, there are some surprises on that list. Betty Sutton, for one, and she's vulnerable, but I don't think it's because necessarily she has a high staff turnover. She was redistricted into a seat with a Republican incumbent nearby.
Oh, wait, Michelle Bachmann, 29%. Now, not a shock, right?
Not a shock, but it tells you it's all circumstantial, right? I think of Rick Larson in Washington State, and 3 of his staffers were drinking on the job and bragging about it on Twitter. Of course, he fired them, but I don't think voters are going to hold it against Rick Larson that happened. But it can also feed into a bad reputation if, you know, there is a image that a member is hard to work for, like a Joe Sestak in Pennsylvania, who is known as a pile driver of a boss. And that fed into this image that he was erratic, and I think probably hurt him in his Senate race.
Anything in here shock you?
And if you look at Nancy Pelosi at number 22, John Boehner at number 65, I'll go out on and say they're not going to lose re-election, even though they have some staff turnover.
Yeah, well, but part of it is that people, they get the taste of leadership and they realize it's a lot of work.
Yep.
Anyway, Nathan Gonzalez, David Wasserman, thank you both. Good to do a deep dive in the House, but what can we expect on Wall Street today? The market rundown is next, plus mixed messages